and subtract point to point to point to point in the brain to see which parts of the brain are active at that given time when they're seeing one type of stimulus versus the other. Now, several researchers have done this already. The first set, again, mostly from the German teams, comparing various types. And what they found was that pedophiles light up in the same areas of the brain that non-pedophiles do, but they light up when they see the stimuli that they like. So a pedophile will light up when they see stimuli depicting children, and the non-pedophiles lit up when they saw stimuli depicting adults. However, those particular studies weren't designed to separate the two groups, which is unfortunate. There was one other study which looked specifically just at one... I should say more about that. The reason that those studies, even though they could separate the two groups, even though they could say that pedophiles responded to children while the non-pedophiles responded to adults, but couldn't discriminate the two groups, is because there are so many points in the brain being examined. And so I have that same statistical problem that I had before. Which point in the brain do I look at as my basis for trying to separate the two groups? And because those two studies were capable of capitalizing on chance, they can't tell us in a statistically rigorous way who should belong to which group according to their results. This study, however, picked one point in the brain. They wanted the amygdala, which is often considered the center for emotion, especially in humans. And they did find that in the amygdala, the pedophiles, again, responded only to the stimuli depicting children, and the non-pedophiles responded to the stimuli depicting adults. The problem with this study is that they used homosexual pedophiles, that is, sex offenders against male children, but their controls were heterosexual. So in theory,